Hello and welcome to this monthly mindset reset. It is the 1st of February 2024. So we are recording this one right at the start of the month, which is really lovely. So I want you to settle in. We're going to be journaling. So make sure you have a notebook and a pen, okay? And I want you to find a comfortable and relaxing place. So given this is a pre-recorded session, I'm going to pause and allow you time to respond to the prompts and the questions that I share with you. However, it's going to be up to you to actually take that action. So we're talking about, something that's going to take you no more than 30 minutes to journal on and will shape the rest of your month, the rest of your quarter, whatever it looks like, the time frame that you're going to be working with. So this is going to be a visualization and a journaling practice, and it is going to help you to essentially feel into the vision that you're working towards. So this could be something that you are going to do as part of your launch practice. And this is definitely something you can repeat over and over again. So we're going to probably look at this from a launch perspective in terms of a timeline. However, you can look at it from a monthly, something that you do monthly. You could do this weekly. Once you sort of know what we're working with, you can see how you can adapt it. Personally, I am in the midst of a challenge that I've set for myself, which is 100 days to 100K challenge. And so this is, part the way through this challenge. And I knew that as I kind of got to this point, I would want to sit down and do this practice myself. So sharing it with you. So for me, my 100 days ends on the 1st of May. So I've actually got a date in mind that I can project forward and, essentially visualize into. And what we're going to be doing is working on a future-paced journaling practice. So basically what that means is you're going to pick a date in the future. Like I said, it could be 30 days, 90 days. It could be the end of your launch once you have closed the cart and are calling in, those last minute people, whatever that looks like. But you need to pick a date. And the reason for that is because we're going to journal as if we're already at that time. So I want you to first, before you start journaling, just sit down and relax, find a comfortable space. If you want to lie down, you're welcome to. I just want you to close your eyes and just take some nice slow breaths. So we're going to breathe in to the count of 3 and hold that there for a moment. And then breathe out to a count of 5. And just repeating that again. Breathe in to a count of 3. Holding it and then counting out to a count of 5. I want you to make sure your eyes are closed and just noticing how you're breathing. Just breathing as comfortably as you can. Tuning into your breathing. I want you to see in the future the date you have in mind. I want you to picture or visualize that date in your mind's eye. Seeing what you see, hearing what you hear, and feeling what you feel. I want you to notice what is around you, noticing who you're with, noticing anything that indicates to you that you have achieved the goal you're searching for. Maybe it is your emails showing you new sign-ups to your program. Perhaps it's your bank account showing the sales that have come through. Maybe it's the post-it notes of the names of the students that you have welcomed into your program. Whatever it is that indicates to you that you have achieved your goal, just noticing that now. Noticing what you see, noticing what you hear, and noticing how you feel. And if there's something you can do to improve the way you feel around this goal having been achieved, I want you to do that now. That could be turning up the brightness or muting it, whatever feels good to you. Perhaps it's turning up the volume on the things you can hear, or turning it down, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. Noticing everything that you can see, everything that indicates to you that you have achieved your goal. I want you to come back to me here today and take a moment now to write down in your journal everything that you saw, everything that you felt, and everything that you heard. And we're going to be writing this from your future present tense. So that means I want you to write down today's date as at the date that you projected into in the future. So for me, that is the 1st of May, 2024. Whatever that date is for you, I want you to write that down. And I want you to write as if you were already there, writing everything that you felt, everything that you noticed, everything that indicates to you that you have achieved your goal. And we're celebrating this. This is something that you have achieved, that you're happy about, and that you're excited about. So make sure you write that on your notes, on your pages, really feeling into everything that comes up for you. All of the excitement, all of the joy, all of the calm, all of the peace, whatever that emotion is that you're noticing, I want you to write that down now. So make sure you take as much time as you need to write it all down, and you can come back, press pause, and come back in a moment to resume the next stage. Okay, so you have now written out your future paced experience of what's happening for you as you go forward. And what I want you to do now is to go back into that time, read through what you've written, and then settle in, close your eyes. And we're going to take a moment to get back into that time in the time zone. So we're going to look forward to the date that you have specified. For me, that's the 1st of May, but whatever it is for you, you're going to go back into that moment, noticing what you feel, feeling what you feel, seeing what you see, and hearing what you hear. And we're going to take a moment now and look back to today. Look back along your timeline. And we're just going to get present with all of the things that you did to make this goal achievable, to have gotten you to where you are today, that date in the future, where you are right now, looking back to the 1st of February, 2024, I want you to notice every moment along that timeline that you did something different, something that you might not have thought of on the 1st of February, something that only the person who's sitting there in the future with you right now could do. So looking back into the past, I want you to notice all of the things that you did that was different. All of the things that helped you achieve this goal today. Just taking a note of all of those in your mind. I want you to travel back along the timeline only as fast as you need to, back to the 1st of February, and back down into that timeline, opening your eyes and coming back to me right now. I want you to take a moment and write down all of those things that you noticed that you did that were different, that only the person who has achieved the goal could have done, could have known about, could have experienced, because from that place, you have already achieved the goal. We're not concerned about what you might think of today. We're only concerned with the things that you did along that time. As you got further forward, moving those steps forward each day, each week, whatever it looks like for you, noticing those things that you did that were different. I want you to make sure to write down each and every one of those right now. So if you need to, pause this recording and we're going to come back to this in a moment once you've had a chance to write everything down and take the next steps. Okay, now that you have written down all of those action steps that you have taken to achieve your goal, I want you to have a look at those and see what you can actually schedule. See what you can do to actually take those steps today and as you go forward. So there might be some clear tasks that you need to take action on. They might be a larger product or project or something that has come up for you that you need to then start to break down into smaller tasks. But I want you to take the moment after we've finished up with this today for you to go ahead and schedule this into your calendar or into your project management system and really taking those action steps. Because remember, it's not what you know today, but it's what you know in the future that you have done to achieve these goals. And you've just had a bit of an insight into what it is that you did. And you might have noticed some things that you had never thought of before, some things that are new to you, are different, and maybe a little bit of a challenge. However, there will be times. There'll be time when this is the most appropriate. You'll know when you need to take action. You can see potentially in your list of things today the things that need to happen first in order for you to move forward. And potentially as you go forward, you'll notice some flow-on effect, I suppose, on the first thing that you do and how it then starts to ripple out along your timeline and shows you the next thing that you need to do. So even if you're not sure what it is that you need to do first, just tune in to what feels right, what feels the most beneficial for you right now, and see what pops out. If you need to go back to this time in the future again to just solidify when to do things, what to do first, then all you need to do is listen to this recording again. Make sure you read through your notes and settle into that time in the future that you have achieved the goal. and essentially just go back along that timeline and ask yourself, what needs to happen first? What needs to be the first thing that I need to do to start this ripple effect? And it will come up, it will show itself to you, it will be present, and you will know in yourself what it is that you need to do. Just trust in that intuition, and trust that your, future self has guided you to this. So I hope that this has been an enjoyable session for you. I can't wait to hear how you go. Make sure to share with me your vision, your future-paced goal. I'm going to be sitting down and doing this myself today, so I'll make sure to share it with you as well. And yeah, we can kind of celebrate along the way. If you need some help as you go forward, you know where to reach me. Send me a message through the channel that's the most appropriate for you as you're listening to this right now. And yeah, we can take it from there. All right. I will see you in the next mindset session in a month's time. See you later, lovely.